that the human brain has got, but hardly, many people, hardly they utilize that one. It reminds me when I say the word hardly, I had a Professor Tomlin, I was in India, one Pakistan was there and one Bangladesh girl was there. Bangladesh girl, she was also working. Professor, he came and he asked, are you working hard? Then she immediately said, sir, I am working very, very hardly. She wanted to emphasize saying that I am working very, very hardly I am working. Oh, you see the knowledge of this thing. So this hardness and hardly is such a type of the thing. So this intuition, we have to see a little bit more carefully on that side. Next one, please. You see, for this intuition, as I said, it is distinctly different from the instinct. It is different from logic and reason, and it is something else. For this one, many people, they say you read as many books as possible. But one of the advocates I am is that read less and learn more. Read less and learn more. Does it apply? Is it truth? You ask me. If you read something else, that is the knowledge of somebody else you are applying. If you learn, it is the knowledge of yourself you are applying for the rest of the world. Who is the classic example for this one? Somebody can tell one name. Loudly say. Sri Ramakrishna is one of the person who read minimal and learned the maximal and became the universal Jagat Guru. Avatara Varistaya, that's what he said. Avatara Varistaya. Read less and learn more and give more, because he excelled the human. If there is a human personality, it is the personification of the excellence. Personification of the excellence of Sri Ramakrishna, of saying that read less and learn more. And when you do that one, the intuition comes. Sri Ramakrishna has got metaphysical intuition. It is not normal intuition. Please kindly don't mistake the normal intuition of getting a feeling. Love at first sight is an intuition. Love at first sight is an intuition. But don't compare that one with the metaphysical intuition of Sri Ramakrishna's Nirvikalpa Samadhi. That is the highest of order. That is the highest order. This is blind, because love is blind. You fall in love first sight because it is blind. You fall in blindness. That is nothing else. That is intuition. But this intuition is something different. Is it not? Yes, next one. You see, for this one, normally, from the time the intuition comes to that of the time, the actual thing, when it happens, the reality, it may take half a day, 1 year, 10 years, or 15 years. We don't know. Copernicus, he has proposed a theory intuitively, but he had to wait till Aristotle come and demonstrate, the Newton come and demonstrate, yes, the planets are rotating. Now you please tell me, the intuitive thought, is it wrong? But he had to wait for centuries, that value, to say, yes, it is correct, till the instrument has come. So the intuitive thought is perfect if it is perfectly intuitively come, but it may have to wait to take a shape. So what I suggest for you is that if any one of you are getting the intuitive thought, please kindly don't leave that one. Have the courage to face it, to take it out and pursue it with perseverance. That is the practice, that what you have to do. Next one, please. And whether they're intuitive thoughts in the history. See, the ancient Indians, who has invented zero? Indians. 5 Indians. And like that, if I say the Patanjali, the mind, if it has been read, it is the Patanjali who has done. And the Aryabhatta, Bhaskara, and Varahamitra, and Bhaskara, the other one, what is that? I'll tell you the name when it comes. The memory fades away, fades away, fades away. So in this, all in velocity of light, all these things, they were discovered. At that time, were there any instruments? Was there any yes or no? Please be interactive. No. But how did they get? Intuition. They closed their eyes, they meditated on a particular problem, and intuitively they felt it. When intuitively they felt it, they brought it down. And when they brought it down, many of these Vedantic truths, today they are getting applied to the science. How these people, they are able to get such a wonderful truths, even the modern instruments, they cannot match for that one. Is it true? Next slide, please. See, you read this slide. Many people, they laughed at Indian intuitive science. And many people, they said, oh, it is all meaningless. And many people, they felt, they ridiculed, including our own Indians. They said, oh, you're all something talking nonsense. But in 1999, the Western people, they are taking very seriously about these intuitive thoughts, and they experimented and they found, yes, they are true. Hats off to the great Indian mind, the intuitive mind, the great Indian mind. ఒక కథని చెప్పేట ఒరేదే చాలా గొప్పవాడిని రా అన్నట. ఎందుకు రాదు గొప్పవాడి? మా తాతగారు నెయ్యి తాగాడు, నా మీసాల వాసన చూడు అని చెప్పాట. మా తాతగారు నెయ్యి తాగాడు, నా మీసాల వాసన చూడు. మన ఏన్షియంట్స్ చాలా గొప్పవాళ్ళండి, అయితే నాకేమిటి అవుతుంది అని. You see, all the ancients are great, but are we following them? Are we the true inheritors? Are we true deserving grandchildren, great-grandchildren of these great people? Please say yes or no.
Yes.
Why? Why? You don't want your grandfather's property?
Yes, sir.
Don't want to have your father's property?
Yes, sir.
ఎవరన్నా అడిగితే ఏదో నీ బాబాయ్ గారు సుమరా అంటారు. నీ బాబాయ్ గారు సుమా నువ్వు తీసుకుపోవటానికని. నీ బాబాయ్ సొమ్ము నువ్వు తీసుకుపోవటానికి you have to be the right inheritor. Why you are not right inheritor? You set your mind for a different thing. Now you have to reset your mind, reorient your mind for getting that inheritance property rights. When once you have that inheritance property rights, then automatically you acquire that one. How do I get the rights? By coming to the centers of human excellence like over here to hear of what these ancient people they have done. Are you getting bored? Please raise the hands.
No, sir. No, sir.
No.
No.
You are not sleeping.
No.
I am feeling sleepy. Okay, next one. You see the great man. Okay, you said some few centuries back, the great people 5-0, everything they have been discovered, light, velocity of light and all. That may be something, but in the recent history, do you have any example? And now I come to the great personality, unique personality, Swami Vivekananda. I have started reading. Before Vivekananda, either in the east or west, any other Vivekananda was there? No. And in the years to come, whether Vivekananda come or not, I don't know. But as on today, I can tell there was no Vivekananda equivalent born to such a personality. Why do you say like that? Why do you say like that? Maybe great Einstein, the great man? Yes. But did he say what is inside? Did he talk about it? No. Shankaracharya, he talked inside. But did he say anything about the physics of universe? No. Isn't it? You check. I am not saying these people are not great. They are great. No doubt about that one. But what I would like to claim, maybe I am a blind follower of Swami Vivekananda. If I am a blind follower, it is your duty to hold the old man to put in the right direction. Two places the human being needs the direction. When you are small child, you need somebody to hold the hand and give a direction. When a man becomes old, he needs a direction by holding him, or otherwise he will fall and tumble down. Now I am an old man. You please give me the direction. Saying that I am blindly following Swami Vivekananda. Saying that, no, Swami Vivekananda is not a scientist. Please correct me. I am an old man. Will you do that?
No.
Please promise me.
No, sir.
Yes, after listening that one, you please promise me if I am going wrong. Yes, I am not. Now, if you see very carefully, I am the great-grandson of Swami Vivekananda. How many of you agree?
What, sir?
What? You see, Swami Vivekananda, Sri Ramakrishna, he used to say, Manasa Putra is there. Somebody, when Rakhal was saying, his son, he got bewildered. What, mother? How I can have children? No, it is your Manasa Putra, she said, the mother. Don't worry, it's Manasa Putra. Swami Vivekananda, great father figures. Swami Vivekananda inspired Jamshedji Tata. Jamshedji Tata put the TAFR, Indian Institute of Science, inspired by Swami Vivekananda. From TAFR has come Baba Atomic Center. From Baba Atomic Center came Indian Space Research Organization. From Indian Space Research Organization, part of it has gone DRDO. And you are all the great-grandchildren of Swami Vivekananda. So nobody can take away the right of your inheritance of Swami Vivekananda. And this Swami Vivekananda, he talked of physics, the theory of relativity. 1895, he said energy matter on same. Nobody knows about that one. Newton's theories were not getting applied. In 1905, Einstein's wife, the first wife, who deserted him because the scientist is always in the laboratory forgetting about me. So what is the use of the scientist? She left, the first wife, out of frustration. But she recorded somewhere saying that Einstein orally said that there was one Kananda who proposed energy and matter are the same. These are the words, authentic words, listened from the voice of Einstein. That E is equal to mc square, the father founder is nothing but Swami Vivekananda. And Swami Vivekananda afterwards, he wrote one article, General. A scientist normally, his observations publishes where? In journals, is it not? There is an American journal. He published one article saying there is no ether. People are bewildered. If ether is not there, how communication is taking place? And Einstein pondered over this one. And first he also believed, then his E is equal to mc square is not fitting. Because if ether is there, c, velocity of light is not constant. So he said there is no ether. But the scientist doesn't believe. Michelson Morley, he conducted an experiment. Later he got a Nobel Prize for that one, saying there is no ether. So the father who found there is no ether, go back to your Swami Vivekananda. And Swami Vivekananda turned his mind to the chemistry. He said, out of one element, the rest of the elements, they have come in this universe. Is it true?
No.
Again, there was a lot of dispute. How many of you know the periodic table? What is the first element? What is its atomic weight? 1.0008. That has been discovered by Aspen, for which he got the Nobel Prize. With that one, it has been conclusively proven hydrogen is the only element out of which the helium and the rest of the elements have come. So the science of chemistry, the foundations of one element, which is responsible for the rest of the element, Swami Vivekananda has said intuitively and proven after 100 years. And he turned his mind to biology. Physics is over, chemistry is over. He turned to biology. He said, Darwin's theory, how many of you agree? Darwin's theory. You agree or not? Those who agree, please raise the hands. Agree. The rest of the people don't agree. Okay, this dispute is always there. What is that? Struggle for existence and survival of the fittest and natural selection is the Darwin's essential theory. రామాయణం అంతా చెప్పాలి అంటే చాలా కష్టం. కానీ 3 మాటలు చెప్పాలంటే కట్టే కొట్టే తెచ్చే చాలు మనకి కదా. అట్లాగే డార్విన్ థియరీ అంతా చెప్పాలి అంటే ఒకటే మాట, ఎవరికైతే బలం ఉందో బలవంతం అంటే రాజ్యం కాదంటారా? కరెక్టే. లేకపోతే ఈ భారతదేశంలో ఈ రోజులో ఉన్న పరిస్థితి ఎవరు బలమైన వాడు? హూ ఈస్ మోర్ కరప్ట్, హీ ఈస్ మోర్ స్ట్రెంగ్త్. They are surviving. They are the fittest. But did we die? We have not died. Struggle for existence is going on before the corruption and non-corruption. But extinction has not come. Because it has got in our genes in India. There were many invasions on us. But in spite of all that one, we came back, bounced back. When a ball is put like this, for each bounce what it says, it rebounces back again. India is rebouncing back again to say, yes, I am here. I will come back. That is what is the truth of Swami Vivekananda. He has said, India will bounce back again. The struggle for existence and survival of the fittest, if I come, there are 5 billion species are there in the world today. If struggle for existence is applied to the theory, 5 billion species cannot be existing at a time. And I has not come over a period of evolution, not slow growth. It has come on its own. And then Buddha, he has come perfect man. And he did not fight with somebody to become Buddha. He fought within himself, he turned himself inside and he became Buddha. There is no struggle. In 2011, there is a Nobel Prize. 2 cells, 1 cell went inside the other cell. If Darwin, they wanted to check Darwin theory is correct or not. And as per the Darwin theory, these cells, they must fight with each other and 1 cell must die. But these cells, they talk to each other. And they said, I give away my energy to you. You please grow. The inside cells slowly shrunk. And then gave the energy for the outer cell, and finally mitochondria has formed, and this is proven. This mitochondria is the basic element for all the life, whether it is human beings or plant kingdom or animal kingdom and everything. They use the word cooperation and symbiosis. These are the 2 words used by Swami Vivekananda in 1897. Evolutionary microbiology. Evolutionary microbiology totally disagrees with the Darwin theory. But Swami Vivekananda is a respectable person. He said, Darwin, he has done tremendous work, no doubt about that one. And part of his theories need correction. You see, a gentle scientist, what he does, he never rebukes the other scientist. He gently guides the other person. He guided the person of Darwin theory, saying evolution should be followed by involution and struggle for existence should be replaced with cooperation and symbiosis. Yes, that is the another few more Nobel Prizes have come. And then Swami Vivekananda has said theory of unity. What is this theory of unity? Everything is dictated by a particular thing. Behind all these things there is one. And you have the unified theory, grand unified theory, theory of relativity, super theory of relativity, special theory of relativity. What are all they trying to find out? They are trying to find out by which is the single common thread that is dictating the whole universe. And Swami Vivekananda very nicely he said, consciousness is the thing. And consciousness, what all we are is nothing but the manifestation of that one. There isn't anything. Is it true?
Yes.
How many of you know the particle and wave theory? Particle and wave theory, all of you know. Who decides this particle to change to wave? Even today, no science tells that one. Quantum entanglement. 2 particles are separated infinitely, but they are connected together and they communicate with each other. Who has done this one? We don't know. So Vivekananda, he has said, it is a cosmic mind, and cosmic mind, each of the minds are interconnected. They are nothing but the same. the theories are getting proven more and more. One last science of Swami Vivekananda, I say, under the microscope, very high resolution microscope, you see an object is same, instrument is same, the observation must be same, is it not? It must be same. But if I record, they are totally different. Why? The reason is that the mind influence is there. Now people are struggling, the scientists, to find out what is that. They are tending to say, yes, consciousness is there. So what Swami Vivekananda has said, the consciousness, it is now tending into the 21st century, and it is in your hands to prove that theory also, and you are going to bound to qualify that theory, because you are the inheritors of that. Next one thing. So with this, what I say is that even in recent time also, this intuitive mind was able to produce great things. Apart from the science of Swami Vivekananda, he turned inside and he has seen the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. He has seen the oneness of that one. That's why Swami Vivekananda, he said, I am a university inside and I am in the university outside. I am a professor of university of outside and inside. That's why he is a man of human excellence. That's why we have Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence. It is not any other name that has taken Vivekananda Institute of Human Excellence, because he is the personality who has seen both inside and outside and declared himself, yes, I am the professor. What is this intuition? Again, I think I have to compress under 5 minutes after you. What is the actual? 10 minutes and then yeah, just good. You see, Einstein himself, the great Nobel laureate, said, intuition is a master and logic and reason is a slave. But today, the slave has become the master and master became the slave. That's what he said. And you please see the thing. This is the problem of having the slides and speaker. Without slides, you can concentrate on the speaker. And without the speaker, when you are concentrating, you may miss the words. So the slides, the confusion is there. But still, anyway, the essence is, Einstein said authoritatively, intuition is one of the fundamental things for any great discovery. Next one. And then many of the Nobel Prizes, if you see, they authentically say intuition is the first part that comes to the mind, and later they make the theories. Out of that, all the great theories have come. The Benjamin, the Archimedes, or the Newton. So many names I can tell that one. Next one, please. You know this man? Apple. He is not only apple, but pineapple also. Because he is leaving behind. What this man, he says, I wandered in India, the rest of the period I wasted, but after coming to India, I realized intuition is the only thing that leads to me. What he advised to all the youngsters, you please read the last sentence. Don't, bottom. What he says is, try to listen to yourself. Whatever the thing you listen outside, it is a noise. In the noise, the signal cannot be made. So turning inside is nothing but the quality of the thing for the intuition. So Steve Jobs, he says, yes, that was only a year before. Authentically, he says, yes, that is there. Next one. Srinivas Ramanujam, how do you explain intermediate failure? But still there are theorems which need to be proven. How did he write? It is a question mark. I leave it to you. Next one. And then with this one, what you need to have is that, along with this intuition, when I say the idea always, it will have opposition, ridicule, pessimism. People will not believe that one. It is not. They will say, but you take that idea with all your strength. I have taken it in a small way, 0.0005%, inspired by Swami Vivekananda. My entire life of career on ISRO of 42 years, what are the greatest wonders that have been made and which the international community has applauded, it is nothing but out of the intuition. The blessings of the Holy Mother. It is nothing but that one. Authentically, I say that one. I met many of the scientists there inside. Murthy, I agree within the 4 walls. I cannot come out and say very authentically this was because if I say what all I learned, what all the science is me, so you are a useless man. Intuition is the thing. So I become useless. So I will not say that I worked not by intuition. I worked very hard, I am intelligent, so I became like this. I want to say. But within the four walls, I say I got a flash, I did that one. That is the hypocrisy. That is the hypocrisy of the scientist. Scientist has to come out, each one of you has to come out to say the truth. What is the truth? Science is set for the truth. You search for the truth and come out of what it is. Next one. You see, Arthur Clarke, he is story writer. He wrote, imagined that there will be a satellite through which communication can be established. Nobody believed. But later in the years, Indian Space Research Organization came, American NASA has come, European ESA has come. Out of one intuitive thought, the whole universe got changed. The whole universe got changed. Next one. So in spite of all these things, the people in India say, hey, modernization is westernization, and westernization is modernization. So don't believe all your ancient philosophies of Dvaita, Advaita, your intuition and all the other things. But the other Indian, he says, no, my dear, it is a flash, like a thunder. During the thunderstorm, you will have the lightning. For a second, it will be there. Next moment, it will go away. But again, the other Indian mind says, you see, all the luxurious 50 bedroom house for a single man, how it is constructed with all Western science. And with all, the entire road has been made silver ground. How? By Western means and Western corruption. And then what you are, I have to forget all the Vedantic thoughts and Vedantic intuitive minds. Still it is there, the struggle is there, so it is left in front of you. The discrimination, why do you come here to have that discrimination? So this struggle is there, not now. These are all the words of Swami Vivekananda. Finally what he said, take the best of East and take the best of the West and make a synthesis of East and West, the best of both the minds. He never ridiculed one. He accepted the best from them. He accepted best from this and taken the best of that. So what we need to have the reorientation is that the best of the Western science, but the intuitive faculty of the Eastern mind, when these two are synthesized, a new human species. Personality evolution, I say. That personality evolution is going to come. When it comes, what will happen next? Next one, go. Oh, you see here, you are all some of the computer people. What you have to do is that you are all programmed so far. You are all programmed in a particular way. Now you have to rewrite your program. Rewrite, make a U-turn, and make a rewrite a program. Oh, what is the rewriting of the program? Please lead somebody. What is the programs that you have to write? Read loudly one somebody. Yes. So your mind, your computer, you have to reorient that one and you have to rewrite the programs so that intuition also becomes a part of your brain to think of it. If it happens next, you see what is called imagineering, it comes. You have so many engineerings are there, but a new subject of imagineering comes. When the imagineering comes, it applies right from the child up to the last. The subject of this one is the whole sky. Any engineering subject falls under the category of imagineering. For the imagineering, the mother is nothing but the intuition. The mother of intuition is the land of India. Land of India. You are all the children of that one. You are all the children of that one. Next one, please. You see, now the questions comes, how I can have this intuition? Is it scientific or can it be cultivated? How do I get that one? If I want to write a program on that. The questions for that one, the answer is, next. You see the human mind, you are using so far only 10% of it. If you awaken your intuition, the other 90% you can bridge the gap. For that one, it is not my science. It is the proven science of the Westerners. Night time, the right brain operates. That's why you have the imagination and sweet dreams. Night time. But daytime, you apply the logic, reason, and intellect, so the sweet dreams doesn't come. But what you need to have is that the balance of the left brain and the right brain, when these two are synthesized together, you have the science of human excellence is going to come. How this right brain can be operated? Not when the left brain is taken off. The left brain is taken off with the worldly thoughts, with the many of the things, or selfish, or some other I don't want to like to say. So you have to filter out. When you filter out, you have the purity of the mind. When you have the purity of the mind, you have the concentration of the mind. When you have the concentration of the mind, you have the unification of the thought. When you have the unification of the thought, you have for the solution given problem, a solution comes. A solution comes when you are relaxed. When you are relaxed, as a flash, it comes. This has happened for all the great people, and the same thing is bound to happen for you also. So the key for that one is meditation. Meditation, what is called nididhyasana. Nididhyasana is Sravana, Manana, and Nididhyasana. Nididhyasana is nothing but the accumulated information, calm and quiet with purity of mind, with unification of the thoughts. Meditate and apply the known to the unknown problem. The solution comes as a flash, you capture that one. When you capture that one, you are the creator, you are the inventor of the thing. Last but one slide. I don't want to go because many of the things related to that one is there. Because of the time constraint, I will still go. Yes. You read, my dear. Somebody rise and read that one.
Execution brings innovation. Innovation leads to creativity. Creativity results in excellence. This need to be imbibed, nourished, and nurtured to distinguish oneself from the rest. For this, raise the mind from basic instinct to deliberation to finally intuition, subconsciousness, consciousness, superconsciousness, animal instinct to human deliberation to divine intuition.
So when you rise from your instinct level, which is animal, rise to the level of the human, of logic, reason, and intellect. When you rise for that, you will have the super consciousness, what is called the divine. When all these three are synthesized together, then you have a human excellence that is coming out of you. And for this one, the greatest example is that Swami Vivekananda, he came, loudly say, he came. Now you say you too, not you too, I too. I too. With this one last. So with this, I fold my hands to the Holy Trinity, to the entire monks of the Ramakrishna order, and to the monks here present, and to all of you. May the blessings be divine, blessings be showered on each one of us to awaken our inner power. I call as inner power. May that inner power be awakened. Awakening of that one with passion and compassion. Passion to have the excellence in myself and to have the compassion to share with all the world and make the world a heavenly thing to live happily and joyously. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very well, your response itself shows how brilliant the talk was, how inspiring the contents was. Excellent, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for the very scientific way in which you have reconciled between the advancement of technology with the ideas of Swami Vivekananda. Very good, sir. Now we will have for some time interaction. In the first session, please learn the capacity of articulative interference. He has been telling, let it be an interactive session, which means you would not keep quiet, listening to be a person. You would like to interact with them and know certain things. Because whenever a good speaker speaks, he would be more perfect in his replies to the questions. Please.
First thing I want to have a reaction from you. I pose two questions. One question is, how many of you dispute or make on the slide, he has got so many qualities and all? Please raise one hand, even if you have a doubt, please be very daring. Unless you bring out that one, it doesn't come. Clarify your doubt. Yes, please come. Please come. Please come. No problem. I will let you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Actually, I'm not making any offense regarding Swami Vivekananda's perspectives and views. I have a doubt actually. Swami Vivekananda is the first one who talked about the theory of relativity. As we can see that in the past years, the theory of relativity was proved wrong. That is, what theory of relativity says is there is no particle which travels with the speed of light or equals to the speed of light. But it was proved that leptons can travel with the speed of light, or compared to light, it can travel better than the speed of light. So if theory of relativity is wrong, so how come the rightness of it?
Yes. My friend, what he said is perfectly true in his own way. You see, recently there was an experiment, neutrinos. They found the particles traveling by some delta x percentage faster than the velocity of the light. And then after 2 years they declared, saying that there was some noise in the electronic signal, and so neutrinos doesn't travel faster than the velocity of the light. Okay? That is the latest theory of the thing. And then neutrinos are the things that are encompass the whole world. But Swami Vivekananda, he has said, it is theory of relativity. But theory of absolutity, he said, the mind which travels fastest in the world, in the universe, the mind. So theory of relativity is applied only for the energy and matter. To that extent, he did not say Swami Vivekananda. E is equal to m, that's what he wanted to have. But Einstein has brought the constant c, because to frame the equation of energy is equal to matter, he had a problem, so he brought the velocity of light. Swami Vivekananda has not brought the velocity of light into the picture at all. At all. That is number one. Number two, they even saying that, but the basic fundamental thing, energy and matter are interrelated. If you have any dispute, you please say. You please say loudly.
I have no doubts regarding this debate. Actually, I have another doubt. So you told that there's mind which can travel speed than, faster than light. But how can we compare a materialistic mind with a materialistic dimension? There is a distance. Distance is materialistic. I can feel the distance, I can see the distance, but I can't see the speed of mind or something. Okay. So how can we?
You see, it is a wonderful question. He is provoking me. He is provoking me to say something. You see, in Indian Vedanta, we have manas, we have buddhi, but the equivalent word in English is mind. But for mind, there is no definition at all. And it is at quantum level that what they said, the mind particles they are talking about. Where is mind in the human body? We don't know. As per the science, we don't know where the mind is. We talk about the mind. But in ancient knowledge, the manas, the buddhi is there. You please sit at the holy feet of the teachers. They will explain what exactly it is. Now, coming to the thing, one more thing I tell you. Cognition, how this mind has originated for the science. 180 years back, one intellectual person, he happened to meet with an accident. The iron rod pierced through the brain. And then with surgically they have removed, and then later on he survived. It is the actual thing. I give you the references also. After that, the personality got totally changed. Earlier he was one personality, now the personality got totally changed. Now it has become a puzzle for the scientists. What is that the rod, after removing that one, why the personality got changed? Then they thought there must be something that happened to the brain. When they happened to the brain, we had to study the brain, that's what they thought. When they wanted to study the brain, They could not understand what is the interconnectivity of the thing. The neurology has started coming into the picture. In the neurology, even today, they honestly confess hardly 5, not even 5%, probably hardly 1% they have touched about the brain and understanding of the thing. If that is the case, if brain and mind is I don't know, it is not byproduct. It is something else beyond of the brain. Brain itself we are not able to understand with the Western science. Where is the question of the mind? Where is the question of the mind? It is the concept. But if I say, Swami Vivekananda had got 150 concepts, no, he is not a scientist because they are all only concepts. But mind, as per the science, is a concept. But the whole science coming out of that concept is a science. You agree? Do you? So what is the science now? Now what is the science?
A nuclear idea.
Yeah. You see what I am giving? The thought is that science is set for the truth. Science is set for the truth. In the truth, Swami Vivekananda, he said, we move from the lower truth to the higher truth. Maharaji kindly correct me if I am telling something wrong about Swamiji. He said, from lower truth to the higher truth we are migrating. Somebody asked, if truth is truth, how it can be lower truth and higher truth? There should be truth is only one. It cannot be lower truth and higher truth. Is it right? Why it is lower truth to the higher truth is right? If suppose gravity is measured 300 years back, some value is there. Now the instruments of resolution has increased. Now you measure the value. Now some decimal change has come. At that time that was the truth. This time that is the truth. Out of these two truths, which truth is correct? Both are correct. Depending upon the magnitude of the instrument, the truth they changes. In the relative world, that what Swami Vivekananda has said, in the relative world, the relative truth migrates. So see the science, the synthesis of this one, or studying of the mind, the relativity and all the other thing are relative till the absolute is experienced. That's why the science of human excellence, what it is that, even though we are not able to experience that inner thing, at least we touch of that one inside that. If we have a glimpse of that one, then you know what is the truth of the out thing. That is one of the reasons why we need to have the science of human excellence of inside too. Inside too. Thank you. Come.
Thank you, sir, for giving us a good lecture regarding human excellence. Sir, I have a small doubt. You said that most of the thoughts of Swami Vivekananda or intuitive thoughts of Vivekananda were proved. I don't know that whether those theories were of Vivekananda were read by those other scientists. Means, ఇప్పుడు కొంతమంది
you see what is you see extrapolating what I am saying about your question is correct or not, you can correct me. What he is trying to say is that Swami Vivekananda has said the concept 125 years back, but the rest of the scientists would not have read these concepts at all, but they would have generated a science. So how do you attribute the concept of the results of these things to Swami Vivekananda? Is it?
partly it is correct.
Partly it is correct. That is the correct. You see, that is what is intuitive mind. That is what is intuitive mind of reading the other's mind is nothing but the intuitive mind. See, the thing is, whenever some theory comes, these thoughts are there in the flow, in the scientific world. Whether you read them or not, but that input has already gone. And that input has gone already for bringing out an output of something. Is it not? Do you agree or not? You may read, have you read the Boswell Johnson? Have you read Boswell Johnson or not? You have not read. Have you heard about it? Vaguely. Yeah. Oh yeah, medical crop. Oh, it is much more useful than that one. Yeah, that what I am saying. See, in floating the words will be there. In floating the words will be there. That will be taken as the inputs for bringing out the outputs of the things. That's why Einstein has said, I stand on the shoulders of millions of people, knowledge. Millions of people, knowledge, I am sitting on the shoulders of those people. Now, it is my duty, sacred duty, whatever I bring it out to share with the rest of the people, the world. That's what he said. What is meant by saying that I sit on the shoulders of millions of people, millions of scientists were there? You mean to say? No. Millions of thoughts of the other people. On those thoughts, he is sitting, and his theory of relativity has come. There is, unfortunately, somebody has accused. Einstein worked in a patent office. In patent office, people, they file the patents. So Einstein stole the patents, and then he put the name on his own name. You see, in this world, you see now, computers, animation. What is that you cannot animate? You can animate anything to anything. Is it not? Whether you are here, even if you are here, they can produce a picture that you are somewhere else with an animation that say so-and-so boy is there at so-and-so place. That is the world, that what is happening. So ultimately to say to you is that the thoughts of whatever the concepts that are there, don't think. People, they read. That's why I said Einstein's first wife, through his wife, husband, she heard that what she has told. And in the case of the thing, the Darwin's theory, there are very many books which are being brought out. Actually, hats off. Now, in recent time, many of the people are turning up this Vedanta related to the Western science. In that one, they are bringing out most of these things. You please read some of the books on Prabhupada Bharata and all the other things in recent time, how this Vivekananda's thoughts have imbibed into the Western science. So your question is valid, your doubt is valid, but you must be very clear. If you are very clear, the associates along with you, they will be very clear, and the millions of patients that are going to come for you in the future, they are going to be illuminated. Thank you very much. Thank you. But don't put the same questions what you put earlier.
No, sir, you will. Good afternoon, friends. Sir, your theory about intuition, you said that all the great scientists have been inspired by intuition. But is it intuition itself a science? It sounds more like you just wait and it comes as a flash.
It is very good question. Very good question. See, what is science? Or what I said, westernization is not modernization. Modernization is not westernization. Science is not exclusively of what we do with experiments and all the other things. That alone is not a science. Fundamentally, we have to remember. That is number one. And number two, in the modern science, they are accepting. Einstein himself, he has said the word, that intuition became a slave. As in not, if he is a scientist, he cannot use the word intuition. He should have said it is a hypocrisy. But he himself, he has said. That is number one. And number two, I must say, in science, it is called cognition. And in our science, it is called the Medhas Pratibha. It is called Pratibha, intuition. Prakasita, it is self-illuminating. Cognition is self-reflecting. Is there a difference between self-reflecting and self-illuminating? Please come. Self-reflecting and self-illuminating. Intuition is self-illuminating. Cognition is self-reflecting. And cognition is the science. And the Vedantic science is self-illuminating.
So basically you mean to say that...
You see, self-reflecting means there must be some other media to reflect.
Yes, I got it.
To reflect. So the scientist, unless name and form, if he cannot visualize, the Western science collapses. If name and form is not there, the Western science collapses. But in the Eastern science, if they go beyond name and form, the real science comes.
You mean to say that outstanding scientists cannot just be formed by this mass of symbols and just theories? You mean to say that self-illumination?
100%, 100%. 100%.
And my second doubt,
Yes.
you said Swami
But I tell you, many people are hesitant to say, there is a survey. I give you the survey, I will send to Swamiji, that book. In 1996 and 2006, after the Nobel Prize Ceremony Awards, they conduct the survey. In the survey, they ask the question, saying that, how did you get this thought for this new discovery? So that we also can follow that one. And 75% of the people, they said, as a flash of thought, it has come. They didn't use the word intuition, but they used the word as a flash of thought, it has come 75%. In 1996, it was 75%, and in 2006, it has become 84%, the flash of thought. And what Rutherford has said, I told Rutherford, great scientist, Nobel laureate, his student was working in the lab. One day he went and saw, he was working. Next day morning he went and saw, he was working. Then he asked, are you working? Yes sir, I am working very hard. Then Rutherford, he asked a question, when do you start thinking? When you start thinking, unless you think, unless you close your eyes, unless you listen to yourself, unless you turn yourself inside, how the new thing will come? I tell you one more example. I went to my professor, I wanted to PhD I was doing. I asked a question. Then professor, he asked, Murthy, what are you doing? PhD. What is PhD? Something that we don't know about something new. If it is new, for me also it is not known. For me also it is not known. Is it not? Then only it is PhD. If it is known to me, it is not PhD. After saying that, what he said, you are working for last 2 years, and I am once a while coming. A man who works on a particular field, unknown thing, he is expert or I am expert. Then finally he said, you are the expert. Then what is the way of looking at the thing of the intuition? So 85% of the 2006 survey of Nobel Prizes, they said there is a flash of light. Harish Chandra, he has said, Bohm, he has said, in every science, there are two parts are there. One is a flash that comes, the second one is bringing that flash and applying the logic and reason and intellect. So Vivekananda has said 125 years back, logic and reason is the only vehicle that can take you to the intuition. Reason is the only vehicle on which you can ride and go to the intuition. After having captured the flash of the thought, you come back in the same vehicle of reason and logic and apply and bring it out. That's what he said. So you go in a vehicle, purchase the items, and then commit it to the back, or otherwise you will get lost there. So people will get lost. So the intuition is like that. It is a flash that it comes. It doesn't give the whole theories. That flashes when you capture. Yes, yes. Next question.
Sir, you said Swami Vivekananda said there is no ether.
Yes.
Sir, I'm a little unclear about that. But if
You say, my child, I pray to the divine so that this child will rediscover and re-emphasize, saying that ether is existing. I bless you wholeheartedly. So you prove all the theories saying that ether not existing, which has been accepted so far, you re-establish that ether is existing once again. Okay? But I tell you before that, don't get confused with the boson. Don't get confused, boson and boson after particle coming, because that is the one people are looking for. You know boson? Yes. That S.N. Bose who has proposed the thing. In the labs in the last 2 years, that colloidal experiment they are looking for. That is the fundamental thing. Normally they thought ether is the fundamental thing through which the propagating media. If they find that Higgs boson also, They say that is the propagating thing. But this little girl should not come and say, no, that either was not proved wrong, and you see now I proved this. Don't claim for that Nobel Prize. Thank you very much. Somebody else?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Let us clap the hands for the future Nobel laureate.
Hello, sir. Hello, friends. Sir, how much ever I try to reason with myself, I just cannot bring myself to terms with the master-slave relationship of intuition and logical intellect, as you've told. Because, yes, intuition provides the zeal, provides the energy to a scientist to do the further discoveries and experiments to prove his theories correct. But, sir, as when a man is accused of theft or robbery, unless and until he is proved of the guilty, he is not being punished. When he is proved guilty, only then is he punished. So, just like that, when intuition is being proposed, unless and until it is proven, that intuition is not taken into account.
Thank you, my dear. Yeah, please let us clap the hands. I have a question. Yes, sir. Did you see all the slides or not?
Sir, I was sitting at the last, so I couldn't.
But I read one slide
Yes, sir.
saying that idea must be taken through ridicule, opposition, and oppression. Isn't that? Did I say that or not? Yes, sir. I said, intuition. People are saying that it is the highest knowledge, but it has to be taken through opposition, ridicule, and suppression, but you don't give it up till you prove it. Isn't that what I said? Now, for the last 100 years, I give you one article. The neuropsychologist, Norenberg is a great neuropsychologist, medicine person. That Norenberg, he has made the thing, and what he has said is that after nearly 52 centuries of science, after science coming, the intuitive thoughts being come, people started working on the science of intuition, and conclusively it could not be proven. But it has earned in the role, in the emblem of the pages of the history of the science, a place saying that intuition is also a faculty. Intuition is also a faculty. After saying that, I will ask you a question. Where from the thought come?
Which thought, sir?
Where? Any thought? Your thought, my thought, from where they come?
Sir, as you said, it is just...
No. You say I'm just asking.
Sir,
I am asking you, till where the thought is come, till it is proven, it should not be accepted that there is a thought. That is my theory. Till the thought is proven, where from it has come. Thought should not be accepted. Do you agree or not? Yes, sir. Now, I am asking a question. Thought. Where from the thought has come? And how did you accept that without knowing?
Sir, actually that was supposed to be my second question.
This is the intuitive way of reading the person. This is the intuitive way of reading the person. I know that he is going to tell this one. That's why I said this one. Anyway, the next session has to commence. Lot of time has taken. Okay.
Good afternoon, friends. I'm Shriya. I've completed my BTech, and now it's not a question for you. It's a solution which I got in this 3 hours session from morning, and the solution is that actually I used to think how people become great people, like persons are very intelligent, or a person who is very great, like Vivekananda. How will people become so great and very marvelous people, we follow them, right? So my question till now was, how will people become so great and all? So I got the solution is, the people who become great is only through people who follow their heart, not the brain. Brain is what, it's like Gopi. That brain will tell, give the two options. It says yes for something and no also. Like if you want to be an singer, it says, yeah, chalo, we'll become a singer. But the next option will be, अरे मम्मी पापा क्या बोलते हैं, उन लोगों को कलेक्टर IAS बनना है, IPS बनना है, अरे they want me to become an engineer or something. It says no for it. So some people like me or everyone over here, I can tell you, like 90% of the people doesn't follow their heart. They follow their mama papa's opinions or something what they wanted you to be. So the solution which I got is people become great and achieve, and they do marvelous things only through when they follow their heart.
Thank you very much. I'll put it a little bit scientifically. I put a little bit scientifically. You see, each profession people, they got their language. A last businessman says, you go to a barber, it has been cut, he says. So depending on the profession, the language words also will come. Mothers will always have the heart of love. So the mother, the heart in her, the love that comes. And that love, actually, intuition, whether it is from the heart or from the mind, is the question mark. Is the question mark. Whether the intuition is the byproduct, part of the heart or mind. It is a problem. It is a big problem, actually. So normally when people, they say, when you have a conflict, follow the heart, because you love it. When you love it, when you turn inside and listen yourself. When you listen yourself, when you turn outside things, zero. When you turn zero, when you are deeply turning inside to listen your heart. You see, as you said, Mummy, Papa saying something and you saying. But so far you are here listening and praying. Right? When you turn inside, you listen to your heart. When you are listening to the heart and brain are interconnected. When you turn inside, there is nothing like heart and brain, it is interconnected. I tell you actual thing why it happens. Why it happens. Once Newton went to a particular place, the friend he wanted to see, he gave the appointment. And he did not turn up. And he waited. And after a long time, late midnight, the other friend came. And he asked, Newton, how come you are here? Why? When did you come? Then he said, I came just now. No, you see, 6 hours back, you are supposed to come. And I left a table on the table saying that urgently I went for a funeral. So I will meet you later. I never saw that one. Only just a few minutes back I came over here. Which means the time and space has gone for Newton. At that time, they forget themselves and forget about their environment too. So a man who turns inside, that's why Bhavamukha of Sri Ramakrishna. When Sri Ramakrishna, he used to talk just like that, up to now. Then suddenly with a flash of the thing, he used to go into the trance. At that time, he loses outside world and he loses the inside world, and Tadatma. It is synchronizing of identification of the whole thing. The heart and mind, everything merges out of that one. Out of that one comes the flash. That what is called inner light. That inner light, in that one you can see what is with clarity. Thank you very much, child. But what you have given solution is a real practical solution. See, I may be telling science and all. Where is your nose? I was saying like this, and she was saying those. Here it is. That is the difference between you and me. Thank you very much.